Hello Scorpio and welcome to your Astroflower reading for the week of the 7th to the 13th of February. I hope you do enjoy yourself. We have done loads of videos over the last month. And if you want to know more about the Astroflower and our sister channel, Cymatic TV, just go in the links in the description below and explore. We're going to be doing an Astroflower reading, looking at your spiritual side and your material side and how they combine together in the overall outcome and see what the influences is from your guides and from the universe. So let's just jump straight in there. So we've got the Knight of Cups already on what the universe is trying to encourage you on your spiritual path. And on your material path, it seems like a bit of a starting journey as well on that sort of front. On your spiritual path, you've got the Seven of Swords as well. So, you know, it might be a case of, you know, feeling, you know, just being a little bit wary more than anything else. Oh, yeah. Okay. So there is a bit of conflict which seems to be running through here. Let's just see what's going on there. So here we have the spiritual side. Here, this is your karmic path. This is how you guys are trying to influence your environment that is around you, make all those connections and those sort of coincidences and stuff like that. And this is where your guides help you in that conversation to work out where you're going down your path. So the universe there is trying to sort of encourage to open up to the possibilities of going on adventures or love, basically, or allowing love into your heart. At the moment, your karmic path there is all about protection. And that might be something from the past that you might be coming back up onto the surface as things come out to you, but staying within your... So this, you know, it's good to get out there. It's good to be mixing out, which you should have been over the last 2 or 3 weeks if you've seen any of the other readings here. But your guides are also sort of saying within the environment around you, not everyone has got your best interests at heart, you know, and I think that's pretty much true for the entire world. So, and it depends on what path people are on. If you're not on the same path, you know, you're not going to have the same interests. So it doesn't necessarily mean they're nasty people. It just might mean sort of like just be wary of sort of getting involved in things that may cause you, you know, a few backlashes. And I think, you know, I don't know, you Scorpios are pretty sort of, you know, you're very you know, subtle in the way you sort of invest yourselves. Let's put it like that. You know, and you're very cautious about how you go on and go forth. So, you know, that sort of there is where your guides are trying to sort of help you out in the environment that is around you. But within your mental space here, on your spiritual front and your, you know, in your emotional front, you are wishing a bit. You have got your head in the clouds. You are sort of banking on miracles and stuff like that. And, you know, being realistic with yourself. And I think that's what the Ace of Pentacles is all about. If you're going to go on this journey, be realistic about it. If you're on this journey of life, and we all are, whether you like it or not, you know, you've got to be realistic about it. And start planting yourself, and you seem to want to sort of engage yourself at the moment. That's what it seems to be, because you got the Page of Pentacles down there as well, and they sort of, you know, it's running through quite nicely there between the pages and the Ace there. So on the spiritual sort of front, it could be a case of, yeah, I'm hearing the idea that, you know, going on an amorous adventure, and this doesn't necessarily mean with someone else. This could be with your pastimes, pleasures, with your family, friends, community, that sort of thing. But it seems like it's with another sort of person more than anything else. But just be wary and just stay within your power, as it were. Just stay within your bubble. It's nice to dream and to have good expectations, but at the same time, the Page of Cups is also learning. It doesn't have a lot in the way of feet down there as well. So What with being in Aquarius season, there's a lot of mental and emotionals getting mixed up for Scorpio at the moment. So it'd be more of a case of, adopt a sort of, take it or leave it sort of situation. Not nastily, just sort of kind of saying, it's okay. It doesn't matter either way for me. I'm fine. I just want to enjoy. That sort of attitude. If you take that, you probably do all right, and you'll certainly come up with the ultimate goal, which is the King of Cups, completely and utterly master of your emotional journey, and feel happy about what you're actually doing, because that's really what's burning within you. For some of you, it might be that that's what you're wishing. You're wishing to be stable within your life and constant, and have that love that comes in. But if you do want to go in that love, this is where things get reversed. You're going to have to come out of your bubble. And if you do come out of your bubble, you do expose yourself to being sort of cheated. But the Seven of Swords is not really like that. The Seven of Swords is actually, a very cunning card in a way. That's why we call it cheating and scheming. It's not because they're cheating and scheming. It's just that they've been maybe working smarter rather than harder sort of thing. You know what I mean? And it could be a case there. So if you come out of your bubble, you've got to realise you're on the playing field, And if you're on the playing field, be open to possibilities and be open to opportunities. And, just be wary of not having your feet on the ground. That could be on that. That could be for some people as well. For on the material side, so on the material side, it looks pretty sound, to be honest. The universe is sort of saying there with the Three of Cups, join in with your project, your business, your job, your community, build something with them. And it is a building path because you've got the Page of Wands and it's sitting just underneath the Ace of Wands as well. And with that Page of Wands, it's starting on that physical journey. So that's planting of the seed, and the journey is the seed growing up into fruits. He's got one fruit from that field. You've got one seed to plant. So start with things that are pretty simple. And if you do, your guides are going to be trying to encourage a bit of fortune for you, really, more than anything else. That's what luck is on your side. Let's put it that way. It may not come as quickly as you think. And your disappointments might here for the Four of Cups is when you miss opportunities because you're not concentrating. You're a bit sort of, it can be seen as sulking and stuff like that. And it's maybe your guide sort of saying, if not everything goes your way, don't just say, oh, that's it. It's a disaster. It's finished. Because if you do that, you're going to be missing so many good opportunities. So just be wary of that and understand that when you plant seeds within you, they take time to grow. They take time to grow. So patience could be a really good virtue. I wouldn't be surprised if the Temperance card just doesn't turn up there somewhere. So let's just do some connections and see what's happening between each sort of side of here. Okay, 10 of Wands. That comes from the desire and the inner desire. If you stay within your bubble and your bubble happens to be in the center of it, happens to be that star. I hope I got my finger on it. Basically, it is the sun that is within the center of her. So you're looking, the emphasis on your journey should be about fun and just pure contentment. If that is the case, you're going to have to stop carrying loads, which by the looks of it may not be yours. That's what the universe may be sort of telling you here. On your spiritual path, you may be carrying traumas of other people, which have got nothing to do with you. As much as we sort of explained in the energy, the Astroflower energy updates on this week. I think it was on Thursday that came out, and I was trying to explain that sometimes it's the environment. If you go outside and you're naked, and it's in the middle of winter, you're probably going to be a bit cold, and you're kind of going, "What's wrong with me? I'm cold." Well, there's nothing wrong with you. The only thing that's wrong with you is you've got to put some clothes on. If you put some clothes on, you probably wouldn't be so cold. So there's not actually a real problem with you. It's just that, it might be the environment more than anything else that's causing you sort of problems. Let's just see what the overall sort of thing is. Scared of disappointment. I think this is more sort of your personal scare. You've put yourself out there in the past. You've got this might be not for everybody, but in the past you put yourself out there and you've laden yourself with the burdens of the world around you, within the relationships or the community, and you felt disappointed in it, and the Lovers card comes in there. So you've got to get over this if you really want to wish big, if you really want your dreams to come true, if you really want peaks to fly, because they can do. Miracles can happen. And so you've got to, it's trying to encourage you to stay within your love. So all on the inside, they're pretty good. On the outside, it's pretty harsh. So I would be content with know what causes you pleasure. And if that's what causes you pleasure, go seek it. Don't hold back. Let's have a look at what's going on in your physical side. Connecting the two. You've got the 4 cups as well. So this is it. This is what I'm saying. The disappointment within your community, or just sort of everything didn't go your way. Be careful not to cut your nose off to spite your face. That's what it's sort of saying there. So be careful of that. So there's conflict as you go off down this path. It might be a new job or something like that, or new business. So you might have business contentment or conflict. There might be the conflict from within you that things are not absolutely perfect. But it's going to affect how successful you are in life. And if you can leave behind those conflicts, if you can leave behind these sort of things, then you could be very fortunate. But I think it's a case of a little bit of chopping your nose off to spite your face, self-sabotage sort of situation. 8 of, that's supposed to be coming down here. 8 of Pentacles. So trust in the work you do. Don't get involved in conflicts that don't serve you. This is like carrying the weight of other people. It's reflecting back within your physical world as well, your material world, So trust in what you know. You are a master of what you do and what you know. Just go ahead and do it. And apparently it's going to help the community loads. As long as and one of the learning chords of the Pentacles is not to get involved in conflicts that do not serve you. Because you risk to be disappointed, or at least sort of, kind of saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna do this anymore because no one gives a monkeys." That's where the unseen stuff come in. Okay, so it's like you're putting in for a tender or you're applying for a job, and they say, "Oh yeah, you're absolutely brilliant and really good," but what you're not seeing underneath is the fact that in that job, they want a particular type of person, and you don't fit that sort of particular type of person. So people may be really nice to you, but the undercurrent is kind of saying, do you really want to work in a place that's not really honest to you? And it might be those unforeseen things that are causing you to sort of kind of go, oh man, enough of all of this. I'm not getting involved with it anymore. So just be that understanding of take it or leave it. That's what I'm sort of saying. As I said earlier on. Let's see how they clarify into the final result. Freeing yourself off. So, as I say, I think, someone may present something to you in the world and you think that's great and you bank on it. And then that person has to pull out. They don't necessarily pull out because they hate you or they don't want you to succeed. It's maybe because they've got to pull out. They've got no choice. And it's just the way it goes. And I think that sort of like not getting involved with that judgment, I think this is more sort of saying to you, don't judge people or don't judge a situation in a way that's going to cause you problems. So just keep your head out of it and just keep on your path. Yeah. Let's see what happens on the On the spiritual front, there's going to be a choice. This might only literally be for a very few, but it might be a case of this sort of scenario where you've been in a relationship, you know the goods and the bads of people. Are you willing to accept those sort of sides? If you look at it clearly, you'll have a clear choice about what you've got to do. That's could well be it. As long as it makes you happy, because that's what you should be going for. And don't be blinkered into it. You know, be observant of people that are around you, because you really don't want to miss that opportunity. But at the same time, a choice has to be made, and it could be quite a difficult choice at the moment, Scorpio, emotionally, for you to make. But it's got to be a quick one. And I think that choice could be just take it or leave it. You know, do not worry too much over that time, or else you might feel a lot of disappointment. Okay, let's see what's coming in from the base, from your karmic path, and how it's leading through the center of you. So 2 of Pentacles, this is the same sort of thing. We're back to choice. We're back to giving. What you put your energy into is what you're going to get back. So, you know, at the same time, if you put yourself into 20 different sort of projects, you're probably only going to get a few that are going to work reasonably. If you put yourself into 2 projects, you're probably going to get one that's going to work really well. So just sort of, and this could be a project, or this could be a love, or this could be, you know, it's whichever way you go, either that way or that way, you've got to be sure of putting your time in. Yeah. And it's going to take a bit of a leap of faith, and that ties in with the Judgment card and with the 2 of Swords, because it's you may not know with this everything that's going on in the background, and you're just going to have to sort of believe in yourself. You have everything at the base. I think it's mainly the outside world that's causing you a bit of a problem, as per usual, like with everybody, you know. So Temperance did come out eventually. We've got that patience. And the Devil as well. So, you know, better the devil you know, I guess, in this case. If you know and you look at all the other opportunities and the possibilities within your physical realm, you could have good fortune if you don't get involved in conflicts and getting entrenched in points of views and stuff like that, so you miss opportunities. Let yourself be your guide and be patient with the outside world. So it might mean you're going to have to be a little bit patient with a partner, with a family member, with a friend, or stuff like that. So you might be having angst with someone at the moment, and at some point you're going to need to make a choice. Okay, there you go, Scorpio. I hope this helped you out for the coming week of the 7th to the 13th of February. This has been the Astroflower channel. If you want our books, if you want to see anything or learn anything more about the Astroflower, please follow all the links in the description below, and I will see you soon. So don't forget, Scorpio, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.